Hi Cancer, welcome to your end of July 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So let's see what we've got. Oh, two kings. Okay. I think I'm going to pick an additional card just because. Yeah. It's funny, for some reason, I thought I had picked the High Priestess. I don't know. I guess I knew I was going to. I don't know why. Let me think if there's anything astrological that would... I don't know why. I was thinking of an inheritance issue, and I don't know if there's anything specifically transit related. Your 8th house is Aquarius, and you will have a full moon there in August, so that is coming up. So I guess if you're involved with something now, maybe it began at the beginning of the year, you know, the beginning of the winter, it comes to a head, or I don't know. The King of Swords is the heart of the matter. And that maybe I was thinking of it like a judge or something like that. And we also have in the past position the King of Pentacles. The king can be the father. King of Pentacles is like business banker, somebody who has the money, holding the money. So, you know, if this is a situation involving some kind of financial institution, and some kind of, you know, 8th house can just be shared resources too. So anyone who's going through litigation, that connects with divorce. Yeah, and you know, and Saturn just went back into Capricorn. So that can bring like a legal matter back into the forefront, a legal agreement that maybe has to be reworked or something like that. So like child support, I think it might be more like child support than child custody issues, because money may be involved. King of Pentacles. Divorce, splitting things up, who gets what. And if you were with somebody who was a narcissist, they're probably, you know, probably saying, okay, tell me somebody who is not a narcissist who I would divorce. But those kinds of people can hide their money, because I have the High Priestess here, so I could see something. Yeah, there's definitely some money thing going on here, because we've got these other cards too. This is the spiritual message of the 6 of Pentacles. The scales, fairness in giving and receiving. So who's getting what? Who deserves to get what? Is there deception going on? Is somebody hiding the money? Do they have a prominent position where they can, where they will get the judge will rule in their favor because they have a prominent position in the community or what have you? Well, the King of Swords is in the upright position, so I don't know that that's going to work against you. I'm trying to think of other things that this could be about. I'm just going to keep going. What crosses you is the Knight of Pentacles, so I'm reading this as the reversed card. This is connected to Taurus. And So the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position is the type of man who, and I'm using gender just because it's a court card, who gets up, goes to work, wash, rinse, repeat, just as that's this person's life. And they believe they have a very strong work ethic. And they just really just kind of plot away. Now you see I've got the King of Pentacles. Well, the Knight of Pentacles leads to the King of Pentacles, because they have that diligence, and eventually it pays off where they have amassed enough wealth, or maybe they've, climbed the ladder of success, and they're able to get to a point where they are in the top financial position. But the point being that this person has a very well established pattern of work. When it's in the reverse position, this is somebody who's very irresponsible about money, who's lazy, who doesn't work. So you may be dealing with this type of person in your life, and let's say you're trying to get child support from somebody who doesn't work, or they hide their earnings, they work under the table, or they, whatever it is that they do, but they could be like working just a little bit just to get by, and they don't have enough, and the issue can come up sometimes of, it's not fair. I take care of the child, and taking care meaning I'm raising the child by housing them under my roof. I have to spend time with the child. I have to be there for my child, and I have to pay for my child. All the expenses are mostly expenses. That's not fair. And with the Six of Pentacles, to me, what it's saying when it comes to relationships is that it is fair in the sense that what you're going to get back from that relationship is you can't even put a price tag on it. And if this is something to do with an inheritance or some other type of issue where you're fighting over money, I hate to say that term, but whatever. I think also the same thing. It's going to work out for you, but it's not just on the literal level, because the spiritual position is more about how it feeds your soul. So whatever the outcome is, it's going to feel like it's fair to you because of what you get from it. And it's interesting, because even with that Knight of Pentacles type of person who's very irresponsible, you can say, well, that person may not be in my life, but I don't need that kind of aggravation in my life. So it's all good, really. And it's almost like the Six of Pentacles, that you've learned a valuable lesson. The Six of Pentacles can be inheritance too. Inheritance matters. So usually I don't read this card as a literal meaning, but just to kind of bolster up what some of these things may be concerning. So what's coming in is a Seven of Wands. You're going to be asked, Cancer, this could be the advice too, to defend yourself, to stand your ground. And it's how you do so that really matters. Okay? Now you see the person is holding a wand like a weapon. But really this is about, the wands represent the fire energy. So as I record this, we're still in Cancer, Sun rulership, okay? But we're going to get into Leo towards the end of the month. And Leo is a sign of It's a fire sign like Aries and Sag, and it is a sign of all the fire signs that the wands represent are about independence, autonomy, so self-actualization, and things of that nature. Things that have to do with you stepping into your own power, you know, being authentic, you know, being your own person, not being dependent on others' opinions of you, their whatever you want to call it, their own issues, but really stepping into your own sense of self. And in this particular case, there may be people who are trying to convince you that you're in the wrong. But if you know that you're right, I think you're going to be wanting to kind of like fight back. But the key is to fight back with a sense of confidence. The fire signs are very, you know, when they say fiery, it's very kind of forceful. But it's better to be assertive than aggressive. It's better to make your case coming from a position of confidence than defensiveness, because this is kind of a defensive posture that this person has, and you don't want to be, when you're defensive, the other person thinks that you are insecure, that you really don't have a leg to stand on, and that's why you have to it's kind of like stating your truth and not needing somebody to nod their head and agree with you. So that's kind of what that represents. And that's more effective and therefore gets you what you want. And the outcome, the High Priestess. And that was the card, I don't know why, but I sensed that I was going to get this card. And it's like that there's more going on. I mean, the High Priestess is also about connecting with your higher self. The part of yourself not of this world that can see the bigger picture in all of this. Because even with inheritance matters, even when you feel like somebody is cheating you, doing you wrong, and it's not fair, you know, like the Six of Pentacles, it's not fair what they're doing, that you still can say, but, you know, I don't need to feel this sense of like being the victim, or that life is, you know, somehow not on my side. I can be much more confident that I am doing the right thing, that I'm that God is on my side. Because I'll tell you, it feels so good when you are living in integrity. You never have to feel guilty, because you know that you're doing really what is best, even though in the short term it seems like you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes that means walking away from an inheritance battle when it gets to be too toxic. Sometimes it might be that you have to stand up for yourself. Maybe you've always been the one that gets kicked around, and it's time to stand in your power and say enough is enough. And that's what you need to do. You know, it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all. So the bottom line is understanding our true identities in this life. Not just that material, but also that people can be telling you things and telling you half-truths, and you may have to find things out. And so when that full moon hits, I think it's like August 3rd or something, that may reveal some secret that has until this time been kept from you. the eighth house is also the house of kind of what lies beneath, and so this full moon can illuminate that, and that might be very interesting what gets revealed. Okay, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. I hope you have a great month. Happy birthday to you late Cancerians who are celebrating a birthday in July. Take care. Bye.